Hey, how's it going? Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of The Real Deal. This week, we're going to be diving into what it takes to get your offer accepted. What kind of savings do you need to have? How much money do you need to set aside to begin your home search? Last week, I made a video talking about the general market conditions, how the market is right now. Now, let's go ahead and talk about what kind of funds, what kind of savings do you need to have to be able to compete. Let's talk about the down payment first. So down payment, let's say a $350,000 house, 3% down, which is the minimum possible down payment you can put down. That's $10,500. On top of that, you have your closing costs. Your closing costs at that price point is going to be anywhere between $5,500 to $6,000. And then you also have your inspection and appraisal. Inspection and appraisal combined is going to be about $900. So total bare minimum, you're going to be looking at about $17,000 for your down payment, your closing costs, and your inspection and appraisal. I say bare minimum because there is additional funds that are going to be required for you to help you get your offer accepted. Now, there are programs that you can use that can help supplement your savings. So there are down payment programs that can give you 3, 4, and 5% in down payment assistance if you qualify. If not, a really good way that people have been helping supplement their savings is using their 401k money. So a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually use your 401k to purchase a house without getting penalized with an early withdrawal penalty. And that's a really big deal because usually the interest rates are extremely low. Sometimes you can get away with no interest. You just basically pay back what you borrowed. And this is a really good way to not wipe out the savings account. Even if you do have some money saved in there, at the end of the day, you want to have some money saved for a rainy day. So let's talk about that additional money, right? So we have your down payment, closing costs, and inspection and appraisal. Right now, let's say at a $350,000 house, in addition to that $17,000, it's going to take anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000 on top of that to get your offer accepted. And that's called paying money above appraisal, paying money above market value. So let me go ahead and run a scenario by you. Let's say we're looking at a $350,000 house. And you say, you know what, I'm going to offer $370,000. Now, at the end of the day, as realtors, we're going to do the best job that we possibly can to try to price the house based on what its current market condition is. Now, at the end of the day, though, in a multiple offer situation, you're going to have multiple offers coming in. So the only way you're going to be able to have your offer stand out is by offering more money, right? So going to 370, even 380 for that same house. Here's the problem, though. If the house appraises lower, the bank is only going to finance the amount that the house appraised for. So for example, if we made an offer at $370,000, $380,000, right? But the house appraises right back down to $350,000, the bank is only going to finance $350,000. So a very common offer right now in our market is to say, hey, I'm willing to pay $370,000 if it appraises at that. But in the event that it does not appraise, I'm willing to pay $10,000 above appraisal, $15,000, even $20,000 above appraisal. Now, that offer is fluid. It's going to change based off of the condition of the house. If it's a fully remodeled house, it has a lot of upgrades, obviously it's going to require a more aggressive offer as opposed to a house that might need some work. But regardless of the condition, any house sells in this market within the first weekend. So as you can see, this is the current market that we're in, and it's unfortunate, but these are the conditions that we're in, and that's what's required to help you get into a home, right? So think about that when you're kind of thinking about how ready you are. You have inspection, you have your down payment, you have your closing costs, inspection, appraisal, and that third category, which is the money category. That is what it's going to take to get your offer accepted. Consider some of these down payment programs if you qualify to help supplement that. And of course, if you have a 401k or some funds that you can dig into, that is going to be a great way to help you. Now, as far as sellers, if you're a seller, obviously you're going to have equity and you're going to be able to make more aggressive offers yourself. So if you're selling at an entry level price point, which is about $300,000 right now, you're going to be looking in the fours in the $500,000 range. Think about this, though. If you're in a higher price point, then obviously that amount is going to increase. So you are going to have people that are bidding on your house, and they're going to offer money above appraisal. But obviously at a higher price point, that dollar amount is also going to increase. So just consider that, and think about that when we're looking at the proceeds. If we're planning on selling your house, we want to account for that additional money that we're going to need to help you get your offer accepted when we're out there competing. With this strategy, I have been very successful in helping out clients get it under contract and closing on their homes. We've been able to beat out cash offers. That's not a problem. Some sellers are patient enough to wait for a good finance offer. A lot of times cash offers right at the money or slightly above purchase price. So some sellers are willing to wait an extra week or 2 weeks to get paid just so that way they can maximize their profits. So hopefully this kind of gives you a general framework of what's required in this market to help you get your offer accepted. It gives you a general idea of what kind of savings you need and how you can also supplement your savings to help you be able to compete. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you out, set you on a good game plan, and then get you home shopping in no time. Take care.